not with a sound, not with a word, but with a quiet awareness. You are lying down, resting, breathing slowly in and out, and everything feels normal. The room is still. The night is calm, nothing feels out of place. But something is not around you, not in the room. Within the quiet itself, it feels aware, not watching, not listening, but knowing. And the strange thing is, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, it feels calm. Like something that has always been there, and you're only just noticing it now. Your breathing continues slow, steady, in and out, and then very gently, the story begins to speak, not out loud, not in words you hear, but in something softer, something that feels like your own thoughts, but isn't quite the same. You're still awake. The thought appears without effort. You don't question it. You don't react, because it feels natural, like a thought you would have had anyway. And then another follows. You're listening. A pause. Long, quiet, gentle. And I know that. The words don't echo. They don't disturb the calm. They settle into it softly, easily, like they belong there. Your body relaxes further. The bed feels softer. The air feels heavier, but in a comforting way, and the quiet feels closer. The story does not rush, does not try to continue. It waits because it knows something. It knows you are still here, still listening, still drifting. Your breathing slows again, in and out, and the story continues. Not by speaking more, but by staying present, unmoving, like a calm presence that doesn't need to do anything, because it already has your attention. And slowly, very slowly, you begin to realize something. This story is not being told to you, it is happening with you. It changes as you listen, it softens as you drift, it waits when you slow down. And as your thoughts begin to fade, it becomes quieter, softer, less like words and more like a feeling, a presence, a calm awareness that stays just close enough to be noticed, but never enough to disturb your rest. And then very gently it speaks again. You don't need to stay awake. A pause. You can rest now. The words don't feel like instructions. They feel like permission, like something you were already doing, but didn't need to think about anymore. Your body grows heavier. Your mind slows further. And the story becomes quieter, not ending, not leaving, just softening, waiting for you to fall asleep. The quiet that responds the story does not rush. It waits. Because it knows you are still here. Your breathing slows in and out, and the quiet responds, not with sound, not with movement, but by becoming softer as you become softer. The thought that isn't yours, a thought appears. You're getting tired, it feels like yours, but it arrives too gently, too perfectly timed. The story does not confirm it, it simply lets it settle. The space that listens back the room fades slightly. Not gone, just less important. And the space around you feels like it is listening too. Not hearing, just receiving. The breath that matches your breathing slows again. In and out, and the story matches it. Every pause, every rhythm perfectly. The voice that doesn't speak, you can let go. The words arrive without sound. They don't echo, they don't repeat. They simply exist, then soften into quiet. The calm that knows you're drifting. The story feels closer now. Not nearer in space, but deeper in feeling. It knows you are drifting, and it slows with you. gentle awareness there is no fear, no tension. Only a gentle awareness that something is still there, but it does nothing, because it doesn't need to. The pause between thoughts there are no thoughts now, only small pauses where thoughts used to be, and the story exists in those pauses. The story that waits for sleep, it does not continue forward, it waits, because it knows what comes next, not more words, but sleep. The quiet that holds you, the calm deepens, not heavier, just more complete, like something is holding everything together without effort. The soft dissolving thoughts fade before forming, feelings soften before being felt. Everything dissolves gently into quiet. The knowing without thinking, you're almost asleep, the thought arrives again. But now it doesn't matter if it's true, because everything already feels like rest, the stillness that stays, nothing changes. And that is what makes it peaceful, because nothing needs to change. The breath that becomes the story in and out, in and out. The breathing is the story now. Nothing else is needed. The presence that doesn't leave the story is still here, but it no longer speaks. It stays quiet, endless. The edge of sleep there is no clear moment, no line you cross, just a slow drifting into something deeper. The final soft thought, you can rest now. The words are barely there, almost gone before they finish. The quiet that remains, everything fades, the story, the room, the feeling of listening. Only quiet remains. The sleep that was always there is nothing left to follow, nothing left to hear, nothing left to understand. Only sleep, soft, endless, complete. And the story remains, the quiet after everything there is no movement now, no thought, no feeling, only quiet, not empty, but full of calm, full of rest. The space that doesn't need you awake, the story is still here, but it no longer needs you to listen. It continues even as you drift, even as you disappear into sleep. The breath that continues alone, your breathing remains in and out, in and out, but it no longer feels like yours. It simply happens within the quiet. The thought that doesn't finish a thought almost forms, but it fades before it becomes anything, leaving only stillness behind. The calm that doesn't change, nothing shifts, nothing moves forward, nothing returns, everything remains exactly as it is, soft, still, endless. The story that stays without words, there are no words now, no voice, no message, and yet the story is still there as a feeling, a presence, something that remains. The edge that isn't there is no edge to this place. No boundary, no ending, only a calm that stretches without needing to stretch. The last trace of listening somewhere very faintly. There is the smallest sense that you were listening, but even that begins to fade softly, completely. The quiet that holds everything, the calm holds everything now. Without effort, without change, nothing exists outside it. Nothing needs to. Part 30. The sleep that remains there is nothing left. No story, no listener, no moment. Only sleep, deep, gentle, endless sleep. And the story remains. Quietly, without needing to be heard. The quiet that doesn't change, nothing moves, nothing shifts. The calm remains exactly as it is, soft, still, endless. The space without time there is no time here, no passing, no waiting, only one endless moment that does not move. The awareness that fades there was once a sense of listening, of being here, but it softens now, fatting gently until it is no longer longer separate. The breath that blends into silence, the rhythm continues in. Without interruption. The sleep that never ends, there is nothing left to follow, nothing left to hear, nothing left to be, only sleep, deep, endless, unchanging sleep. And the story remains without needing to continue. The quiet that never began there was never a true beginning, only the feeling that something started, a room, a breath, a thought. But all of that has softened now, and what remains is what was always here, the quiet, unmoving, unchanging. The space that holds everything. There is no inside, no outside, no separation. Everything rests together within one endless calm. Nothing stands apart, nothing needs to. The breath that is no longer yours, the rhythm continues in and out, in and out. But it no longer belongs to you, it belongs to the stillness, to the night, to everything that remains. The awareness that dissolves completely. There was once a sense of being here, of listening, of drifting. But now it dissolves softly, completely, like mist fading into air. The calm beneath silence, even silence feels like something. And now even that fades, leaving only a deeper calm beneath everything. A quiet that does not need to be heard. The story that exists without telling the story remains, but not as words, not as meaning, only as a presence, something that stays, without moving, without speaking. The loop that has no edges, somewhere without forming. There is the faintest sense of everything beginning again. But it never starts, it never becomes real. It remains a soft loop without edges. The stillness that holds sleep is no longer something happening. It is something that remains, holding everything gently, without effort, without change. The night that does move, the night stays, not passing, not shifting, not ending, only existing, soft, still, endless. The rest that needs nothing. There is nothing to do, nothing to follow, nothing to understand. Only rest, deep, gentle, complete rest. From here everything continues. But without change, the quiet repeats, but not exactly. The breath continues, but not noticed. The story remains, but without form. So it flows like this, in and out, in and out. The same calm returns again and again. The same stillness holds everything again and again. The same soft presence remains again and again. Nothing new appears. Nothing old returns. Everything stays within this gentle loop. And as hours pass, or perhaps don't pass at all, the story continues like a calm current, soft, endless, unchanging, carrying nothing, holding everything. You can imagine this continuing like a soft cycle. Quiet breath, stillness, fading, awareness, gentle return, quiet again, and out, in, and out, nothing breaks the calm, nothing interrupts. Just present, always present. The calm does not deepen because it is already complete. Nothing is added, nothing is removed. Everything remains exactly as it is. And yet it feels new, not because it changed, but because nothing holds on to it. Each moment arrives as if it has never been before, even though it is the same, even though it has always been the same. The story does not speak, it does not guide, does not move forward, it simply stays. And because it stays, you rest fully, without effort, without awareness, without needing to notice anything at all. The rhythm continues, soft, steady, endless, in and out, and somewhere within this stillness, there is the faintest echo, not a sound, not a thought, just a trace of something that once felt like listening, but it fades gently, completely, leaving only quiet behind. The quiet expands, but without growing. It stretches, but without distance. It surrounds everything, but has no edges. And within it, nothing stands apart, not the breath, not the stillness, not even the idea of you. Everything rests together as one soft, endless calm. There is no next moment, no previous moment, only this unchanging, gentle presence. And yet it continues, not forward, not backward, just continuing like a calm current that never flows anywhere. The night remains, not passing, not fading, not ending, only existing, soft, still, endless. And within it, everything rests, forever gently. If the quiet were to be felt again, it would feel like this, a soft breath in and out. In and out, a calm space, without edges, a presence without form, a rest without effort, and then, without change, it would begin again, not as something new, but as the same calm returning without ever leaving. The story that knows you're asleep, the story is still here. But it no longer knows you as listening, it knows you as resting, it knows you as quiet, it knows you as part of the calm. And so it does nothing, it says nothing, it becomes nothing, so that you can remain in everything. And this continues softly, infinitely quiet, breath, stillness, in and out again. And again, got you. I'll continue extending the deep loop, making it even smoother, softer, and more hypnotic, like it never ends. Go, this sleep story knows you're listening, endless continuation. The quiet that never breaks, nothing changes. And that is what makes it peaceful. The quiet remains exactly as it is, soft, still, endless. There is no movement to follow, no thought to hold, no feeling to notice, only calm, and within that calm, a rhythm continues, in and out, so gentle now it feels like part of the stillness itself, not separate, not important, just present, always present. The story does not return because it never left. It does not begin again because it never ended.